What's going on, guys? Crypto Hole here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys some things to watch out for, or some things to consider before staking any type of cryptocurrency tokens. Why? Because since cryptocurrency is very volatile, yeah, you can definitely make money when you're staking, but also you can lose money since if the price drops, then the amounts that you're going to be getting in interest is not going to be able to recoup the amount that you're losing. Okay, so just some things to keep in mind, and I'm going to show you guys here some examples about this. And I'm saying this because a few days ago in OKX, they posted this article that it says OKX will launch LHINU simple earn product, and it sounds really great. Okay. And I like staking because you could definitely make money, but again, there are things that you need to take into account and know the risk, because you can also lose money if the price of the token falls. And what I'm going to do is just show you guys some examples of how this works, and I'm gonna do the best that I can, okay? And hopefully you guys can follow along, and you guys can decide if you guys want to stake or not. And what I'm going to show you guys is not just for LHINU, okay? I'm not picking on them or anything. I'm just using them as an example, but this can be applied to any token, even Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, like any type of cryptocurrency. Okay, but first let's take a quick look here at LHINU price. So right now it's currently at 0.00011, so it's roughly around the stage 5 price. Is getting really close to the stage 4 price. Hopefully it can get some support right now and kind of go up and stabilize somewhere, ideally over the launch price. But let's see how the market reacts to this, what direction they decide to go. But right now it's pretty much around stage 5 of the pre-sale price. And let's say that you decide to stake these tokens, and so let's go over here right now as well. So I'm using this website. I'm not promoting them or anything like that. I'm just using them to use as an example, because I have a really great staking rewards calculator, which is very simplistic. And also they have a Spanish version right here as well. But anyways, so let's say that you want to stake $1,000. Right here it says principal amount of tokens, but you can substitute token for like the value, like whatever currency you want to compare it with. So let's say $1,000 USD, okay, for this example, and then yearly interest rate. Okay, and just so you guys can understand what I'm saying, let's put 12%. Okay, 12% APR, which is 1% per month. And let's put this for like 30 days so you guys can see what happens in a period of 1 month. Okay, so I'm going to click here, calculate, and this is what happens. We can see here that roughly we're looking at this top number. By the way, we're not looking at this bottom number because they're like promoting their Haru Invest and stuff. And again, I'm not promoting this website or this service. I'm just focusing specifically on APR and APYs. All right, so we're looking at this number and this this gray bar, and it's roughly $10. Okay, now if you look at this, why didn't we get 12% of $1,000 already in here? Because that would have given us a total of like $1,120. But no, instead we only got $1,009 with 91 cents, which is very, very close to $10, which is 1% of the $1,000. And let's say if there's a month that had 31 days, we see here that it goes a little bit over of the $10 by 24 cents. So just to keep it somewhere in the middle, I'll just put 30 here just to keep it simplified. And yeah, roughly we say like $10 that we got. And why is that? Because the APR is what you earn if, and this is something very important, guys. Okay, you only get 12% if you keep staking for a whole year, for like 365 days. So if I were to put here 365 days roughly, then we get a very close amount of 120. So right here shows us, okay, $1,000 a value worth of USD or whatever currency you want to compare it to, a value worth of tokens, whichever token, for at a 12%, okay, APR for like a whole year, 365 days, we get 1,127.47 roughly. Okay, roughly. But you see, this number is very close. The 12% of 1,000, which is $120. All right. And hopefully you guys can kind of follow along, and I'm not talking too fast, but this is how this works. Now let's use this example here with LHINU. So let's say that you guys want to stake, let's use the bigger number, 8%, all right? And for 30 days. And let's say you guys want to do the same thing. So let me go back over here. Sorry guys, let's go here, $1,000, and let's change this to 8%, and let's just do it for 30 days. So what you're gonna get, you're not gonna get 8% of 1,000. You're gonna get like a fraction of this, because 8% is split it into the whole year, okay? And for 30 days, you're gonna get roughly $6. So I gotta say, for 30 days, if you have like tokens sitting there not doing anything, then hey, you know, $6 is something. It's not too bad. In a month, just to have tokens sitting there, might as well just stake them, in my opinion. And yeah, you get like that much in a month. And let's say if 31 days, so we can have an idea. So it's still roughly around the same amount, $6.82. So you're looking at about like $6.75 somewhere in the middle, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty much where you're expected to get if you were to hold for 30 days, okay, or a month, your tokens, if you were to stake them at OKX and the simple earn. All right, so you're not getting, and just to repeat again, you're not getting the whole 8% in 30 days. No, you're getting a fraction of this, okay, in 30 days. You have to split 8% into 12 slices, and you only get that one slice if you hold for 1 month. All right. Now, if you want to get the whole 8%, well, guess what? This is the estimated APR. So you have to hold the whole annually, like the whole 12 months to get the whole 8%. All right, so that's pretty much how this works. And I'll have the link if you're interested into like staking into OKX. And also, just to be very clear, I'm not promoting OKX or none of this. They haven't talked to me or anything like that. I'm just really trying to like teach you guys and hopefully clarify some things so you guys can have a better knowledge and learn how this works, so that you can make a decision, an informed decision on where you guys want to do. Okay, so I'm just a messenger. All right, I'm just letting you guys know, and you guys decide, because at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Now, the risk is the following. Okay, let's say that if it stays stable right now, let's say for like 30 days or for like a whole year, it's pretty much trading sideways, and it's not really like pumping or dumping. It's just pretty much like a straight line for like 12 months or something, and it stays roughly around this price. Yeah, it might go up, it may go down, but you know, it tends to stay around this the stage 5 pre-sale price. Okay, then if you were to stake, then you're gonna be pretty much good. You're gonna be golden. Why? Because you're not gonna be losing any money, pretty much, because there's not much of difference happening here on the price. Now, where it does become risky is if the price falls. Now, that's when you could potentially start losing money when you're staking. And why is that? Because let's say that you start off with $1,000, and keep in mind the $1,000 right here, we're referring to the value of the total amount of value that you're staking into this, you know, wherever, into any centralized exchange or decentralized exchange. Okay, so that's the total amount in value. But if the value drops, then guess what? This value right here, if it drops 10%, is no longer worth the $1,000. So let's say from this price, it drops like 10% or something. So now instead of being worth 0.00011, it goes to stage 4, which is at 0.00010 or 9 almost. It drops like 10%. So what does that mean for you if you decided to stake? It means that this value is no longer worth $1,000. If it dropped 10%, it's going to be worth roughly around $900. So from 1,000, 10% that it falls roughly is around $900 worth. So that means that instead of you getting this much amount in 30 days, let's say that in this period it falls, you know, 10% or something, then instead of getting $6.60, all right, at 8%, because again, I'm comparing it to this number right here, 8% in 30 days, which is you're going to get a fraction of this amount because you're only holding it for like just 1 month, not for like the whole year. Okay, you're gonna get like $5.94. Okay, that's pretty, like almost $6 you're gonna be getting, more or less. But also remember, your value has dropped. Okay, so you know, it's not $1,000 anymore, it's $905.94. Hopefully you guys are following along. But you see, this is the risk on staking when the token is very, very volatile. And there's different levels of volatility because, you know, some people tend to prefer to staking more recognized tokens that have been longer around for many years, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum and a whole bunch of other ones. But you know, anytime there's a new token, these are things that we need to watch out for and consider. Now, it's a big risk, you know, it's a big gamble. Yes, I agree. But, you know, the potential here is that if this token goes up in value, if it goes this direction, if it goes up, then yeah, potentially you could be making a lot right here, you know, and by staking, because the value is going to go up. The APR may stay the same, but the value has increased, which therefore is going to increase the overall value when you go and kind of, you know, get your, when you unstake your tokens and kind of claim, you know, your earnings, your rewards. So again, those are things to kind of watch out for and consider before staking any type of cryptocurrency tokens. And lastly, what is the difference between API and APR? In case you're wondering. So basically APY, and I have this article from Investopedia, and I'll have the link down below if you guys want to go check it out as well. But it's basically the following. Like, the difference is that the API, which is the annual percentage yield, takes into account compound interest, but APR, which stands for annual percentage rate, does not. So basically, if you're a lender, okay, if you're the one lending or staking tokens, you want, if there's an option for an API, that's the way to go, okay? But as a borrower, if you're the one borrowing a loan or something, then you don't want APY, okay? That's going to like just like tank you financially. You want APR. And if you're like buying a car, or you're financing a car or a home, paying a mortgage, then usually it's an APR, okay? There's different like fixed 30-year fixed rate and stuff like that. But again, that's something that we need to like look into also before taking a decision for staking. Now, in this case, they're not having an APY. They're just having an APR. If you guys want to get the whole thing, well, you have to stake for like the whole year. Now, in APY, the cool thing about an APY is that whatever you're getting at the end of the month, it gets accumulated, or even daily. Like in PancakeSwap, if you're like whoever has already like staked in PancakeSwap, you guys know that they have a lot of APY options and they're pretty good. But whatever amount you're accumulating daily, it gets added, and then the APR is added into the compound interest, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so pretty much let me show you an example here real quick. So let's say you're doing like 100, and let's put 12% interest, and for 30 days. Okay, so we see here that 1% of $100 in a month is roughly like $1. Okay, because again, 12%, we have to split this into each month. Okay, so 12% divided into 12 months, that means that each month is 1%. Therefore, 1% of $100 is going to equal $1. All right, now the cool thing is that if it's an APY, now you're going to get 12%, not of $100, but of the $101. Okay, let me repeat that again. With an APY, the 12% is not going to be applied again to the principal, okay, to $100. Instead, it's going to be applied to the $101. All right, that means that on the next following month on the APY, you're gonna get like maybe like 101 and like 1 cent or something. So it's 1 penny extra. But imagine if we were to do this with like $1,000. Okay, so now we get roughly like around $1,010. That means that on the following month on the APY, it's gonna be like $111 or something like that, you know, more or less. But yeah, this is like really, really cool because APY, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The longer you leave it staked, or the longer the period of the loan is, or whatever the interest of the time, the more bigger it gets. Okay, while the APR it tends to stay more flatline because it's only applied, you know, on this amount and not on the accumulated compound amount. So it already says it on the name. Okay, it's compounding, so it's just like adding on interest on top of what it's already there. It's pretty much getting the whole thing and just adding interest on the whole thing and not just on the principal. But anyways, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you were able to understand more or less how this works, and you could use this to make a better informed decision when it comes to staking, whether that's APR or APY. So there you go, guys. Share your thoughts. What do you guys think about all of this? If you guys plan on staking, are you guys planning on staking just for 3 days just to kind of experiment, or maybe you're planning to stake for 30 days or even more? I don't know. Or perhaps you're like, you know what, I don't want to stake. Those are not my plans. That's not my trading strategy for this token. Yeah, I'm very, very interested to know what you guys are planning to do, and share it in the comment section down below. And also, if you found this video to be helpful and informative, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and also hit the bell so you never miss another update. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.